Hi, this is Don Matteo, and you are listening to the Orta No Better podcast. Let's do this.
Leeds are shit. We're recording, you know.
Oh, shit.
We had a good start. I don't think we've got the personnel.
You can fucking laugh all you want, you absolute bellend.
I think about things. That's why you lot are idiots.
A melted version of a dick that's been shrink wrapped.
The absolute elite shithousery of this.
Good evening, and thanks to Karl there for eventually pressing the button for me because I were trying to pull up something that we're going to need in a little while. It's the usual weekly podcast, episode 26 or something like that. 23, and it's season 6, but I don't know how we're still here. But anyway, I'm joined by Karl and Luke, and yeah, let's go around the room and see how everyone's doing. Luke, we'll start with you, mate. You've just been showing us your gaff, and looks quite nice.
Yeah, get in there, mate. Get in there. Still that time of year. I know it's February and January's the longest month ever. It's almost like 365 days in itself, in it, and we've all been paid now. We can all pay our debts that we've owe from January because we borrowed money to pay for December, and just a down, a never-ending spiral in it. But we usually get set again about September, October time, don't we? And then it all happens again.
Basically, you're only just recovering, aren't you, just in time for the next one?
Yeah, but other than that, mate, I'm not too bad. Obviously, the weekend's performance we'll come on to in a second, but I'm all right.
How about you, Karl? How are you doing on this fine Tuesday?
I'm all right. It's bloody freezing, though. Christ, on a bike, man. It's absolutely Baltic out.
Been eating on.
It's on. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. I was admiring Luke's log burner there. It's an absolute tasty oak.
Yeah,
I was wondering where you were going with that.
I know. I'm glad you didn't cut off.
Yeah.
Have you got any fancy underfloor eating going on in there, Luke?
No, mate. No, I won't go that far.
Fair enough. Just a log burner then. Go on, Karl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Other than that, I'm good. Work's been good so far. So yeah, take the small wins.
Yeah, good stuff. You've got to take them at this time of year, and the way that everything's too expensive to enjoy yourself anymore. That's why we're here to cheer everyone up.
Do
you know, I took my girls roller skating the other weekend, to a local roller place, and I thought it was going to be a relatively cheap day out. By the time I'd paid for us to go on the rink, those two have got their own skates. I had to rent myself some skates.
I'd have loved to have seen that.
That was 40. I'm actually quite handy on a pair of skates, I'll be honest, but that was 40 quid. And then I spent 35 quid just on a little bit of grub. And then when we left, they wanted ice creams and drinks. I spent 90 quid in the space of 2 hours. Just going to a little bit. And people wonder why you can't why you can't do stuff anymore.
Yeah,
well,
that's
I know.
Crazy money. But fair play.
You'd like to be able to do something like that with them sort of once a week or once every couple of weeks, wouldn't you? But fucking hell.
You just can't. I took them to Everyman Cinema before Christmas, I think, just before Christmas. That was 100 quid. To go to a movie.
That's mad.
Fucking hell. Sorry,
you
my
get
attention
food and all
just got
sorts there, isn't
it? Yeah. I wrote shirt cakes as their shit takes, I think, in the group.
Not me this time. Thank fucking God for that.
Yeah, but I only did it in our chat, not on here.
Yeah, all right, fair.
You're not getting away with that one, Karl.
Well, fuck it, I'll try at least. I want to address Scooby here in the comments. Is Pod a secret QPR fan? Is it ice hockey? No, it's not. It's some hold on. It's some random German team from the 80s. I don't know what division it was in, but it's actually quite a cool shirt. But look at the numbering on the back.
Here we go. Full fashion show. It's doing a little turn and everything.
Isn't it? It's proper old school, man. I quite like
What's the player?
It is quite cool.
That's the name of the team. It's not a player.
What the team is it?
I don't know. I'll have to do a reverse thing on the old camera.
God.
So that,
that reminds me of the pre-Premier League days when players didn't have the names on the shirts.
Yeah. It's mad. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'll figure it out throughout the pod. But that's the shirt anyway, Scoop.
Good stuff. So we always start off with a chat about the last game. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go there again, Karl, even though you and I have already done this. So We'll focus mainly on you, Luke, and let you tell us what you thought of the game. Did you see much of it?
Yeah, I saw it all, mate. It was.
Oh, thank fuck.
It was. It was pretty much what I expected. I did the main pod with Gilly and Smarty last. I think we did it on Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
And I expected us to get beat comfortably. I did. Arsenal are a level above people. I think people are using results against Liverpool and Scum and Chelsea as a barometer of where we are as a squad, and there's no doubt about it. That is not where we are. We got some good results against good sides.
Yeah,
but that we simply aren't at that level, and if we were, we'd be competing at the top half of the table. So it's quite simple.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we really struggled. Arsenal were really good. I thought when Saka got injured in the warm up, I thought that's a real bonus, and then Madueke came on and probably was one of their better players. Just shows the level that of strength and depth that they've got across the board, and it's quite envious, really. I mean, I would love to have a playing squad where you can lose an England international and swap him for another England international.
It's a bit depressing, though, isn't it? It shows you when you look at their squad, and like a lot of their fans were trying to give us stick, saying, "Well, we rested loads of our first 11 and all this shit." It's like, well, it just shows you how far back you are, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're nowhere near it, and oh, mate, you consider they've been a Premier League mainstay since day one. Yeah. They've been there while the money's been there, and they've been challenging. They've won titles. They've been in Europe regularly. There's an absolute gulf, and it pains me to say, in class between the playing squads and the finances and the size of the actual club itself at the moment. Look, we've got potential to be and get there. We know we have. We've been there, albeit not for very long in my lifetime. But it's if anybody expected anything different, I hate to say it, but you have to be either really optimistic or high.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can be as high as you like, and I still don't expect how different. So, I mean, we did it to death, Carl, didn't we? But it were a hard watch at times, and it's going to kind of lead us into the next part of the show tonight. But it kind of showed where we're weak, and it showed what we need. And we all thought maybe that were going to help us, but we'll get to that. But yeah, it was kind of a bit men against boys at times, wasn't it? We defended well, but we still made errors, and we weren't good enough from the set pieces.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, I think we like you said, we did it to death on Sunday, but I think regardless of the result, I think we said when we got beat 5-0, look, we just take that. It's Arsenal. They're going to potentially win the league. Like, we went into December thinking we'd come away with feck all, really, and then to come away with what we did. But now we're the head loss online over that game, and then the January window, which we'll get into, has been phenomenal. If I'm being honest, I don't like Luke said. If you thought you were getting anything else other than what happened on Saturday, then you really need to give your head a shake and go from there. But I don't think we played badly. We just came up against a good team. But bear in mind, think we did. Two goals were set pieces as well. So,
I think we did play quite badly, and I think that was the difference between that game and, say, Liverpool, both the Liverpool fixtures and potentially, you throw the Scum fixture in there, the Chelsea fixture. I think that was the difference. I think if we do play well, we've got the crowd behind us. It's a different animal, but I thought Arsenal nullified us really, really well, and they didn't give us an opportunity to play well. And we were really poor for defending the set pieces. I think that is exactly. I think for me, Carl, and I'm going to slightly disagree with you. I think we did play. I think we did play poorly, and I think that's the reason that they were able to capitalize on almost every chance they had. It could have been a lot worse as well. It could have been worse than 4.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't play great, but there's something to be said, isn't there, about the manner of how we restricted them to relying on set pieces to score the goals. You know what I mean? We didn't play brilliantly, but I think we still did a fairly good job in places. I thought the defence did fairly well for the majority of the time. We just
At
looked
1-0 at half
completely
time,
toothless.
Jay, anything could have happened. 1-0 at half time, I mean, and we didn't play that all that bad in the first half, to concede that goal. And one thing I did notice was fucking Arteta, ironically, telling people to stay in their
area.
technical area.
That bloke that stands on pitch?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't really like that.
That dude, yeah.
Seems like a grass, doesn't it? Sort that'd tell teacher. He'd like wind you up, and then when you crack him, he'd go to teacher and say that you've hit him.
Oh, it was 2-0 at half time. Anyway, sorry, it wasn't 1-0.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you'd be awful tempted to tell him to shut up, Lego head, if you were behind that dugout, wouldn't you?
You would, wouldn't you? You'd be tempted to throw Lego people at him. Someone should have brought Lego men to chuck at him.
Yeah.
That'd have been.
I thought
we'd have probably got done for that though.
I thought Darlow looked really poor as well. I think we're really struggling, and I think that's arguably probably the difference between us being, capitalising and taking all the points we probably deserve this season, and not. We don't really have we brought Perry in, and people were saying that he's going to be great for us. I can't remember a good game that he's had really. He's made a few good saves. Melier obviously don't know what he's up to these days, and then Darlow was sort of, you tend to tour in the morning, you've got nothing else, so what else are you going to do? But
Darlow's a bit like the sign that I don't know if it's still got it, a scoreboard at Headingley, the rugby side, and it had the hands that used to go like that. And it was telling you that's just reminds me of Darlow. That corner.
It don't fill me with confidence. It just I don't know where we go. I think Friday's huge. We'll come on to Friday, but really, really, really poor. I thought Goodmanson was poor. He had one of his worst games for us. I thought Justin and Bogle were poor. There was not really many positives. I think the only positive I probably would take out of that game was probably Anton Stach. Was probably about the best player we had out there. But it's one of them. And for me, I moved on from it quite easily and simply. I was over it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't dwell on it, and I was pissed off a little bit, but you know what I mean? It was one of them that I sort of half expected. I thought it might have been 3-0, 3-1, I think I predicted. So we're there and thereabouts.
Do you just chuck that up, Carl?
I did, yeah, just because.
And you're getting carried away these days, aren't you, with technical side of it?
Fuck it, why not?
I'm going to steal your momentum graph though, because we were just saying on B&C, Luke, like when you look at this, after half time, we actually did come out and we looked like we were trying to have a go. And that third goal was like the pivotal goal in that game. And I think we were all saying it like in the stands, we're not out of this. If we score here, it's going to be a big finish. Elland Road, under lights, Saturday sort of afternoon. Anything could have happened from there, but unfortunately, they got the third goal and it killed us dead. It just stopped all our momentum. Like, there's literally nothing there after that.
Yeah.
That little peak there must be a fucking goal kick or something.
Well, that's probably around about the time they brought on Martinelli and Odegaard, to be fair. So, I mean, again, they took off Madueke and Havertz and brought on Odegaard and Martinelli. Like, do you know what I mean?
Fucking great, yeah.
But isn't it kind of disheartening, like, to see that Okafor came on in that game, and we didn't actually... Yeah. Well, like we didn't actually get any kind of possession in a forward momentum, even with him on the pitch. Like it was. Just
He doesn't need to worry anymore about like getting tired or anything because he doesn't need to play, does he? Willie Nonto's fit. Let's just put him in, and Okafor can have a sit down because he looks like he needs it from the minute he steps foot on the pitch.
Possibly. Yeah.
He looks tired. Do you remember when we played that five-a-side tournament and there were only like 4 of us or something to start with? And I were dead after about 2 minutes because I'd not played football for about 5 years. He looks like that when he comes on. And that just shouldn't be the case for a professional footballer.
No, not at all. But it's like I said on the pod on Sunday, he's great when he gets at the ball at his feet, but he does bugger all after that. Like, you could see how exposed Goodmanson was when he came on, because he was just sitting so high up the pitch and not really helping defend, but then not really busting his arse to get into positions either, which I think kind of leaves the door open for Willie to potentially come on in his place, I think, in the next game perhaps. Even if it isn't to start, but to replace someone on 65, 70 minutes. It'll probably be 70 minutes, let's be honest.
If he's gonna if he's going to be so like hardline with the keeper, then he's got to do it with other players too, surely.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's he's shown he can make the decisions that he needs to make
When he wants to, yeah.
When he wants to, but he's I just at the moment I think Okafor is more out of form than Anthony. He hasn't had a goal or assist, I think, since October or something.
I don't know.
Is that correct?
Starting to look like a fancy Jack Harrison.
It's one of them, man. It's hard to watch when he's not putting in the effort.
No.
And I think it's time to take him out of the firing line for a little bit and just give Willie a shot. I think perhaps in that position when he's making the change.
And if that is him putting in an effort, then I'm worried. Just going to pull this one up that Bryn said, because we're still talking about this game. He said, wish Stack could take a corner like Rice. I mean, there's not many players that can, is there, to be fair?
I wish we had anybody who could play football like Declan.
Me too. Me too. That one that pass that he did, I mentioned it on Sunday, but he did the ping with the outside of the foot out to the guy out on the right, and they went on to score from it, and he just bang, off it went. Perfect.
It was quality, wasn't it?
Feet. Just does
absolutely
stuff.
Quality.
It's just there. It's
well, like,
5 steps
do
ahead.
you know what it reminded you of is Pablo's first time passing, where it was balls over the top and just in behind and stuff like that. It was very reminiscent of that. Like, it was just like, oh yeah, I know where he's going to be, and I'll just casually just fire it out to the wing there,
Sly says, Farker, as he warming up from the 5th minute, I'd be tired too. I like that.
To be fair, yeah.
Matt Leeds says, I'd rather a 30% fit DJ than Nonto. That's a big call.
That's heavy, man.
Especially to put on the left.
Heavy. Yeah. Willie cutting in from that side is fairly lethal. We've seen it loads of times.
But we haven't seen it. We haven't.
Not this season, like.
Not even last season. Not even the season before. The last time we saw him dangerously, I think the best season, the best football we've seen Nonto play, and we haven't seen him
since first signed.
No, is not even then. Is that season we got relegated? That was the only outball we had, was give it to Nonto on the left and hope he does something. And that was the best we ever seen him play. We haven't seen anything like that level again, and it's disappointing. And he's played something like 300 odd minutes this season in total, which isn't a lot of football. But he's still yet to have a single shot on target as an attacking player. That is absolutely criminal.
Yeah, I'd still rather see him get a chance than Okafor, because he's proven also, I guess, that he can't do it either. So what's to lose? Let's give him a go. Give him a run in the team rather than bit part appearances.
Well, Okafor's last goal was in October against Spurs.
We need more than that, don't we? We need more than that.
Yeah, well, like I think every team down in the position where it needs more than that, don't they? Like, but we have to make do with what we've got. I think
Anyway,
it's a pain in the arse.
I think we've covered enough of Arsenal, because we all know how it went, and there's not a right lot to say beyond what we talked about Sunday. And we've probably gone a bit further into it than I thought we would, to be fair. But I wanted to sort of move on and talk about the big elephant in the room, to be honest with you, the fucking transfer window, and what the hell has gone on and what's happened. And are we happy? Do we think we're all right? Are we thinking, what the fuck's just gone on?
I'm not that arsed, if I'm honest.
No.
Yeah, I think the head loss is a bit much online, to be fair.
Yeah, I think if we all said that in the summer, if we'd have signed a right wing or right midfielder, right attacking midfielder, and somebody who could play centrally, that would have been perfect business. We've gone out in January, brought Buonanotte in on loan.
We have.
Some people will never be happy. The simple fact people aren't happy is because we were linked to a £40 million strike and we had that money available. Do we then think, oh, we've got 40 million, let's just wax it on a load of shit, or players that we've not scouted properly, or somebody that doesn't fit Farker's system? Then people have been moaning that we'd signed a dud. Do you know what I mean? So I get that. We can't win. I would like to have seen us sign another striker. Absolutely. If they wanted Strand Larsen, they wanted him for a reason. They felt in our style and our system that he would have benefited, and we would have been a better team for him in it. If they haven't got anybody else that they feel right now what would be available, fair play. Fuck them. That's their job. It's not my job. We've added Buonanotte to it. Provided DCL stays injury free, fingers crossed forever. I know dickheads have already started rumours that he's out for 8 weeks or Rodon's out for 8 weeks or so. No. But yeah, no head loss from my perspective. I don't think we've improved. We've come out of the January window. We've lost Harrison and we've brought Bron Orta in. In my opinion, we've improved. So what's to be? We could have done more, could we? Yeah, every club could do more, but if there's not somebody that the club specifically wants to fit a specific system that we're now going to play, fuck it.
Okay, Carl, what are you saying?
I echo Luke's words there. I'm not really that bothered by it, to be fair. People are acting like we haven't brought anyone in when we've brought in a player that we've kind of looked at for the last 2 windows. Fark has tried to get him in, summer as well, and last January. But he wouldn't drop down to the Championship, and you're like, now we've got him. People are just kind of pushing him to one side already and acting like we haven't signed anyone in the January transfer window. But again, like Luke said there, if they clearly had an idea for what they wanted Strand Larson for. Personally, I don't think he is worth the money that Wolves were looking and what Palace paid for him. Personally, I think maybe about 25 to 32 million perhaps. That'd be as high as I'd go. He's had 2 good seasons where he's hit double figures. I'm not trying to slag the lad off. He could have been absolutely phenomenal in our team, the way we're playing and how, but that's just how inflated players' prices are nowadays. We nearly spunked 50 million on Muniz in the summer. Where's that dude now? He's been out injured half the bloody season.
Dead now, isn't he?
So Dr. Cox has said here, he reckons it was a smokescreen like Paxal and Muniz. I don't believe that, and I'm glad we didn't sign Muniz. He's played 17 minutes of football since September.
He's fucked, isn't he now?
He's fucked. His knee is done, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, like, imagine spending 50 million on that, and then we potentially don't pick up Dominic Calvert-Lewin then on the back end of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're screwed completely then, like. And we've got 2 strikers in for free who've got 15 goals between them who we thought wouldn't hit the barn door.
It's one of those sliding doors moments, that one, isn't
it? The club cannot win, even though it has already won. Like you say, we've signed Metcher and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 15 league goals between them, and yet still people are talking about Muniz in the summer. We didn't sign Muniz in the summer. Thank fuck we didn't sign him. Or Paxal. He's hardly pulling up any fucking trees, is he?
No. But I'm gonna disagree with you two a little because I thought it were piss poor that we didn't get anybody in personally.
We did.
I'll get there, Carl. Yeah, I'll get there. I'm just going to go back to a point Luke made about, at the start of the season, we wanted Buonanotte, now we've got him, and we thought that were going to be sufficient, and with him, we've got everyone we wanted and all that. But for me, January is not about putting yourself where you wanted to be at the start of the season. It's about adapting to what's happening now. We need fullback cover, especially for the left. We need another striker. And for me, this is now the second time that the 49ers have gambled, and they got lucky the first time. If they don't get lucky this time, it's going to be far more costly than it would have been last time. And I'm worried that we now have our entire season hinging on a guy playing a full season who hasn't played a full season in fucking years. Does that not scare the shit out of anybody else?
Who are we?
Talking about
DCL. Right. If he goes down, we are in a bad place. Especially with the level of injuries we've got at the moment,
I don't know. I mean, I Bryn's put here, all European leagues take advantage of low market shimming. Yeah, no, I agree. We probably could have looked at I'm sure we did. I'm sure we didn't just say, right, we're only going for Sean Larson. That is it, be all and end all. I understand that we wanted a loan with obligation to buy Larson due to PSR. We are literally so close to PSR by the sounds of things that it's unbelievable. So the only thing we could have done would probably look at loan with obligations if we stay up or that sort of thing. And not a lot of clubs want to do that in January. Why would they let a player go? That's going to benefit any.
I know. Yeah.
I'm not specifically talking about Premier League sides here. I'm talking about any club in the world. Why would they want to lose somebody who's going to improve us? So they've got to be a decent player. Why would they let them go on loan with the view to us, if we don't stay up, just getting that player back and no financial gain?
Yeah, they might as well have kept him and tried to stay up themselves.
Or do whatever in their own respective leagues.
I didn't agree with the price for him. I didn't want him at that money.
No, Forest
I think that could be better spent in the summertime.
And that's exactly what they've said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the club have said.
But that means we have to stay up, and we have to hope that those that have potentially improved around us haven't. I have actually got something here that relates to this. Bear with me a moment.
So, by the way, Forest signed Nets, Ortega, and I forget who else. Somebody remind me. Anyway, Nets has already worked with Daniel Farker, so I'm sure. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. So they've got Lorenzo Luca, who I know Bryn likes. He's been talking about him before. Said we should get him on loan from Napoli with a reported 35 million option to buy. It doesn't say whether that's something they have to exercise or not. They've got Ortega from City for a fee up to $500,000. That's nothing. Were we not interested?
That's a loan fee.
Is it? That's all right then. And Luca
their goalkeeper.
God back.
But bear in mind their goalkeeper's injured. Not Forest keepers is out injured. So we've still got 4 goalkeepers on the books.
Yeah, and we can't get.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they'd lost these 2 loans, Douglas Luiz and Zinchenko. When did they have them?
Douglas Luiz has gone to Villa.
Yeah.
And Zinchenko.
I don't even remember them being at Forest. Those 2.
Yeah, Douglas Luiz came to start the season. Didn't really do anything.
I'd completely forgotten they were there.
Yeah.
Oh well. West Ham we've got here as well. So they've completed these signs. They've got Pablo, but he's not the real Pablo because there can be only one. 20 million from Gil Vicente.
Sorry, Ortega. Sorry, Ortega was a permanent. He's out of contract. He's out of contract.
Unbelievable. Tati Castellanos, or however you say it. 26 million from Lazio. I mean, they've spent some money, haven't they?
Yeah.
Traore, 2 million from Fulham. I don't understand that one because last time he scored a goal were about 3 years ago, wasn't
it?
Yeah. Axel Disaster from Chelsea, and he's a loan. So they've lost a few as well. I don't care about those apart from Paqueta. It's quite funny that he's gone. So they've also spent a fair bit of money there. More than Forest, actually. I think I had another one here. Burnley have signed a grand total of James Ward-Prowse on loan. So don't give a shit about that. So yeah, I mean, the teams around us are spending and they're improving, and that worries me because the next part is the form table. We are 17th.
Yeah, but we're still not in the relegation zone.
Not quite, but we're on a downward turn here.
As long as we stay in the form table, in and around there, and the teams below us stay in and around there, then we'll be fine. But I mean, like you said, there's an element of looking there. Could we have signed somebody? There was obviously some sort of money there, or an idea that we could have done some sort of loan. But does Ortega improve us potentially? But he's not played a game for I don't know how long. Does Luca Nets improve us? Daniel Fark don't seem to think so. He's worked under him before. If that was even an option for $2.5 million, I think they paid, then I'm sure we would have looked at it. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. We got what we got. Just get on with it. There's nothing. My life is not going to change because we haven't made any signings. Even I might be pissed off if we get relegated, but I still think we're too good and we play too well to get relegated. Take DCL out of that equation, then it makes things a lot more difficult. Granted, but are you going to guarantee that somebody comes in and does the same job DCL has? No. So again, it's all guesswork, innit? And the club seems to think we've got enough to match our targets this season. And that is to finish at the very worst 17th.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is the target at the end of the day. I'm just slightly worried that with some of the other teams starting to pick up form a little bit. I mean, West Ham and Wolves are above us in that form table. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about Wolves, but West Ham, if they get their act together, then
West Ham
are
6 points behind us, man.
I know.
Like, it's fine. Jesus, like Forest on Friday.
What is that noise?
That was me just adjusting my mic. Sorry, dude.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're still below us. That's like I've said from the very beginning. Just keep that gap to West Ham, and we'll be grand. That's it.
So you're not going to worry about what could happen. You're just going to worry if it does happen.
Exactly.
If it happens, it happens. Yeah, fuck it. Like there's nothing we can do about it. But up at the moment, I'm not worrying, man. Because why the fuck? What's the point? Where's it going to get you?
Smart, is it?
The lost and found again.
Like when you do PE at school and you've not brought your kit.
Yeah.
Lost and found. What school did he go to? An American school. It's called Lost Property.
Lost property,
vintage
yeah.
football shirt from the 80s, man. It's a fucking banger. Like,
He won't know
absolutely
that, Carl.
class.
I didn't know that.
Only the OGs know the Mitsubishis, you know?
But I know him for a different reason.
Fucking hell.
Well done.
We won't go into that, mate. We will not go into that.
Brum brum. Right.
So, I mean, are you not concerned, Ivory, about injuries then? Are you just gonna?
If it happens, it happens, Jay. If it happens, it happens. What's the point worrying about maybe somebody gets injured? It's like saying, what? Maybe I might crash my car up way to work. Maybe I might cross the road and get ate by a dog. Like,
sets my anxiety
maybe.
off. Does this?
What's to worry about? Like, if it might never happen, and you've worried about something that's never happened.
Yeah.
No, and you could be right, and then you've had half a season of stress that you didn't need to have.
But if it does
some of
happen,
us can't help
then
it.
that's if it does happen, then that's when you get dickheads coming out the woodwork saying, "I told you it was going to happen. I told you we'd have done that."
They just
That's
want
exactly-
to be right. That's all they want for their negative shit. They just want to be right. That's it. That's all it is. It's mad. I couldn't live like that, man. Jesus.
The 49ers name had been mud though if we went down after not.
Oh, absolutely. They'd undo everything we've already done. We'd lose our best players. You know,
Stadium would be on hold again.
Stadium would be on hold again. We simply have to stay open. If they're confident enough that we're in a position now that we've got enough to be able to stay in this league, then why can't we be?
Yeah.
I know we've seen it all before.
Yeah. But I think we can play off that experience as well. Like, so, you know, it says, I know the players haven't, like, Stroike's been through it, and even Meslier, even if he's not kind of in the squad or whatever, he's been through it, and I'm sure he'll be getting the boys' heads straight and all that kind of thing. Like, so, look, just enjoy it, man. Like, we fucking stress about getting here. Why not just enjoy it when you're here? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not being funny, Carl, but if Ilan Meslier came to give me advice as a goalkeeper, I'd tell him to fuck off.
No, he's not giving advice as a goalkeeper. He's giving advice as a player who's been through that before, and he's, you know, it's like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's
Rich Hogan.
Voice.
Yeah, Rich Hogan here is asking about Be-All. Apparently mid-February.
Never.
So, yeah, that's what it says on FootMob. Like, but we'll know more when Fark does his press conference on tomorrow, probably.
Smarty's started something off here. You're getting a few pelters, Carl.
I don't care, man.
Been to charity shop.
Don't care.
Not wrong with a charity shop, mate. It's all good.
I'm all right with it, man.
Get some right shit in there.
Some of my nicest shit's from a charity shop, I'll be honest with you. I'm all right with it.
I was listening to one of the Square Ball episodes earlier they put out today, not the Baron one, the other one, but they said something along the lines of the club perhaps thinking that we've got cover in certain areas because we've got sort of square pegs will fit in the round holes if needed. Like Stroik could go to left back, couldn't he, if he had to. Ampadu could then go into the defence if he had to. Tanaka could then come in, or Longstaff, or, you know. I think there might be an element of that behind it, looking now at the fact we've not signed anyone.
James Justin can play out there.
Yeah. This is the thing, like, I get why people, you know, are
I
worried,
know,
and I'm not belittling people's right to fucking have an opinion about it, but, like, we've seen that we can put players in different positions. Like, if Ampadu has to go at centre-back for some unknown, bizarre reason, we can bring in the likes of Longstaff, Gruev, Tanaka, Stack. We've got four very capable midfielders in there where we can actually, like, we've got two players in Longstaff and Gruev who could probably do the same job as Ampadu, but not obviously to the same standard or quality, perhaps, that we're used to seeing from Ampadu. But we're very capable players, like, and what people are saying about being worried about it, yeah, okay, be worried, but we have players there that can go into those positions and do a very good job. Like, we saw Justin came in when Bornau was out with a hamstring strain for the last game. Done absolutely fine in there beside Rodon and Strike. You know, there's players there that we've seen. I was very worried about Bornau initially because having not seen
we
quite
all
a
were.
lot of them.
Yeah,
I'm more than happy for Bornau to step in there and do a job now, you know. So I get people's.
Is he still injured?
No, he's according to FootMob, he's back in the game here.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
I think Farker must have said to him, "You're gonna have to play another game this week," and his hamstring just went, "Nah, 2 games in a row."
Only ones there.
Yeah,
the only ones there now that are looking like they're out would be Dan James, Nyemecha, and Beal, and that's it.
Yeah.
Full squad bar that, and we know that Dan James is back on grass now at the minute, like so.
Oh, is he? I didn't even know that. I've not kept
been
up with anything that's been said the last couple of days.
Back on grass now for about a fortnight.
That was last week.
Fark, yeah.
Was it? Oh, I've totally missed that.
So-
Smarty's back for you. He says, Carl, mate, I can't believe you've blown a crust on something they wore at the Chernobyl charity match. Can't speak.
It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
You're going to have to save this up, mate, for when he's on next. So you can get
I look, I like a vintage football jersey. I don't care if they wore it in Chernobyl or not.
Does it glow in the dark?
I haven't checked, actually. I'll try it later.
Hang on. Steve Brown says, hasn't Justin broken a toe? I've not heard anything about
Not heard that either. No, he seems.
I hope not.
Well, until we get Fark's update tomorrow, apparently he's in the clear. So, according
that.
to
Dylan
FootMob.
Whitbread, been on the pod before. He says,
Right, Dylan.
Justin can play right back, left back, centre back, and before Arsenal hadn't had a bad game, in my opinion. I'm not sure if he's had a good game every time, but I guess he's not had a bad one as in he's done anything wrong. It's just he's had a couple where he's done really well for me, and a couple have just been okay.
We've had 2 losses in the time that he was potentially in the team, and that's against Newcastle in that crazy game and Arsenal. He's done well.
He did, Bryn, but we've not been told anything, have we?
Mm.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's bad or anything. I like Justin. I think he's done a good job. He's surprisingly solid for me. I think a lot of us worried that he wouldn't be, and a lot of like Leicester fans sour grapes saying, "Oh, he'll be shit. You won't like him. He can't do this and he can't do that." But he doesn't worry me whatsoever when he plays. We don't look weak particularly. We just don't look quite as dynamic with the going forward, and I can live with that for a squad player being put in the team. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing, is it, Luke? Having solid options.
It's not, mate. It's a lovely, lovely position to be in.
We just don't get enough injuries that we go through all the bloody options, and then we'll be screwed, won't we? All right, cool. I will take us on to the best part of the show when I find the little bit that I do. But I've not had time to check these ones you've put in for me, Carl. So I'm trusting you on these.
There for ages, man.
I wasn't there, was I? I was doing stuff. I was trying to fix the bloody mic. Do you remember?
Jay's the only person who I know doesn't prep for a pod ever.
But I have prepped. I've got bloody.
Hey, has got a shit tick this week, my little sparafact.
There's my list of shit, my notes, and all my stuff.
Come on.
Do AMC beforehand. You can go balls. Motherfucker. Anyway, that's the show.
Go on.
Right. Where have you put them, Carl? Here we go. Number 1. We're going to start with some normal ones because we've got a really good sort of main one here. So we've got Sebastian Pedersen, a ridiculous refereeing against Havertz and Gyökeres. They get constantly sumo wrestled, and if they successfully break loose, automatic Leeds free kick every single time. You must have been watching a different game. Paul G says, "Are you absolutely kidding? It was like watching Arsenal RFC yesterday for large swathes. I can barely see this bloody thing. Ref let your defenders get away with so much and literally couldn't wait to blow in your favour. Unreal that you could see different." Totally agree with that. The ref was shocking, but we've already murdered him on the show, so we'll move forward. Jack, he says, Farker is not cut out for this league. It's fine to accept that. John Delaney replied, said it at the start of the year, and now it's too late to change him. Everyone thought we were safe at Xmas, even in Championship. Never knew his strongest team. Best team by a mile both seasons and struggled to get out of it. Solder has ignored most of our good young players. That's a controversial one because some people might actually agree with that, but we'll see. Not me. Not me. Ian G, he says, I've said it before, we're a team of Championship standard players. And Johnny Brown tagged the account there. Big up, Johnny. At least someone's bloody tagging it, eh? I think that's a bit harsh when we spent £100 million, but
Do you know what I find funny about that one is, as soon as
Go on.
Johnny tagged shit take of the week, he turned off comments.
Yeah.
Turned off comments, but didn't delete the tweet.
Well, that's it. But
Good on him.
we've got a very good shit take of the week for the final one this week, haven't we? Because
I think we do, yeah.
yesterday there was quite an incredible exchange started on Twitter between a guy calling himself Richie MOT and football finance expert of TalkSport, Sky Sports,
Universities,
main papers, and all that. Kieran Maguire. They had a little argument, and I'm going to bring this up, and we're going to get into it. It's quite long. I apologise for how long this is. I'm just hoping I can make it more visible. So let me try it a different way.
Maybe don't do it all. Just give us the gist, Jay, rather than actually going through.
Nah. We're having a scroll through, mate. We're having a scroll through.
I mean, I would quite like to go to bed tonight at some stage. It's quite long.
We don't need to do that. No, it's not. I'm not going to do all of them, don't worry. I'm just doing the main gist, don't worry. So, Richie MOT is replied to Karl, who said something about fans not understanding PSR and the fact that we're hampered by it and blah, blah, blah. He says, how do some fans write this? Notice how he's spelt right, moron. Without fact, just make-believe nonsense. So Karl's then tagged Kieran, told him he was on the show, come and see what he's had to say, watch our episode, he's explained it all. He's gone, unless these are company's house accounts, he's not telling the whole truth. Karl said, do you know who he is? He's tried to get Luke to back him up. Luke's told him, no, he's right, mate. He's the expert. So then he's gone looking for him, moaned about him having a South Park profile picture or something. And then he started sort of picking apart his figures. He says, jokes aside, says he specialises in companies and tax, not companies' house reports. I presume he's a journalist for sports finance, so he doesn't even know who he is. Basically, we'll be fed whatever clubs want to tell him from looking at his feed. Leeds Limited accounts show we have plenty of leg room. So Kieran's responded here and said, where have I said I specialise in that? Not a journalist. I've never spoke to Leeds. They lost 130 last 3 seasons. He's put all the figures up that show it. Basically, this guy's then told him his figures are wrong, his accounts are wrong, gone back and forth with him, challenged him numerous times, despite repeatedly having evidence presented to him from Kieran, which are screenshots from the accounts from Company's House, which this man is very fond of. And he's then gone on to say that they've been taking dividends out, even though it says there's no payments. And that's because they've hidden those in the admin costs. So either the club's misreporting its accounts or the directors are stealing money out of the club, disguising it as other costs, according to this man. So he's gone on to insist we're being bled dry by shareholders. Kieran's corrected him numerous times. He's tried to correct Kieran and explain the law to him, I think, in a couple of places. And when he's been asked about which credentials he's got, I believe he's gone back to Kieran privately and told him he's got all of these. And Kieran says to him, you only generally have one, you know. He's got a good chat with Kieran. Early start, all the best, Richie. After about 2 hours, telling him he's wrong. Everything he says is a lie. His figures are wrong. Doesn't know. I mean, it's incredible. I don't think we're ever going to get a shit take of the week as good as that ever again.
No, we spoke about doing like an end of season shit take of the year or whatever, but I don't know if there's any point. Like Kieran messaged the pod account and said it was more fun than watching the Sunderland Burnley game. That was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. So Kieran took it in good jest anyway, which was good fun. Fair play, Kieran.
Ian Ward says how many shit takes in one debate. That precisely. He's locked it out for the rest of the year.
That wasn't a shit take; it was a shit taken. It's like literally the full a full movie of shit takes. Like you could literally. Can you imagine this guy does? I think in his bio it says something like business owner. So he probably a one-man band that runs a little business from his bedroom, and he's actually
does his self-assessment every year.
And he's actually had the nerve to take on somebody who is respected within the football world as a football as an accountant, a football accountant, if you like. And he, I mean, fair play to him. He didn't back down, and he's probably still sat in his bedroom now thinking he's right. But
corporate investment accountant, he said to Kieran he was.
And he told Kieran he had. There was a part where he told Kieran he had five qualifications in
4 or
accountancy.
5, yeah.
Five. And Kieran was like, "You only need one. Why would you do 5 if you only need one?" Like, it's a bit stupid, but yeah, no, that it did, and I was quite funny. I was chuckling.
I
were impressed at how cool and laid back Kieran was with it. To be fair, because
I tell you what, he's a patient guy, isn't he? Because like, I'd just ignore somebody like that.
Yeah,
I just said you fucking knobhead you and just left it alone.
Yeah,
White Rose House hit the nail on the head here. It's always amazing when there's hit the nail on the head. It's always amazing when transfer windows, takeovers, investment in the clubs come out. The specialist accountants come from nowhere. He's right. All these people. Do you remember Jason?
Oh yeah.
Remember Jason?
Yeah.
He always used to do it. He always used to come out and pretend that he knew all this shit about fucking football finance and that straight away. And I was like, mate, you know no more than fucking myself and Karl. Well, maybe a bit more than Karl, but
unbelievable.
All these people, then they'd read up, they'll do a little bit of googling about football finances or finances in general, and then they'll start quoting little bits that they've found on Google, just to try and prove the point, just to only prove themselves even further wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do like Jason, by the way, but he used to piss me off.
Oh yeah, he's all right, isn't he? But I don't think we need. Yeah, so, obviously, everyone.
I don't think we need a poll for that. Do we?
I've done one.
You took the words right out there. Oh, okay.
I've already done one. Yeah,
I'm going to go and vote on that.
You're going to go vote for one of the others, aren't you? Just to cause trouble.
No,
it is live. It is live at the moment, and we have 14 votes, and at least half have already gone to Richie versus Kieran Maguire in brackets. Honestly,
fantastic. This is probably going to go down as my favourite shit take of the year. This one.
There you go.
It's
got it, man. That's like to persist for that long.
He'd hate to go for a pint with him. I don't know what's Kieran done wrong to you, Ian.
Yeah.
Awesome. That'll do for that.
Hey, has got a shit tick this week, my little sparrow-fact.
Just run the little ad now because you'll get upset if I don't, and then we'll be back to talk about the Forest game.
Thanks, Richard.
Have you ever wanted to wear your questionable football opinions? Now you can. OKB has teamed up with Back4 to make some merch. Start small with an embroidered patch. Stick it anywhere. No, not there. Then there's t-shirts. Multiple designs, colours, sizes, all guaranteed to make your mate say, "You paid money for that." Mugs. No, not Jay and Karl. Actual mugs. For your brew. For your tears. For both. Hoodies. Same deal. Multiple designs, colours, sizes. Ideal for pretending you're fine after getting battered off an ESL team. And snapbacks, because nothing says midlife crisis like flat brim confidence. Or no better merch, available now at the Back4 shop. Go on, treat yourself. Or don't, you'll only regret it later.
You'll only regret it later. Famous last words. Anyway, let's hope we're not regretting the January transfer window come Friday night when we get to play Nottingham Forest, the scab bastards, Karl. Are you up for this one?
I am actually, yeah. Very much up for it because it's time to start taking the bull by the horns against the teams around us now and not just putting in the performances against the big teams. I'm not saying we're not putting performances in against the teams around us, but we need to be more clinical, I think. And I think this is a good opportunity against Forest. They're below us in the table, which, you know, psychologically for them, it's like, oh, we beat them, we go above them, you know, but we're kind of in the same scenario, but we stay above them and we kind of get that edge over them. So I'm very much looking forward to this on Friday night now. It's going to be an absolute bear pit, I hope, because it's an 8 o'clock kickoff under the lights.
It will be. It'll be a good atmosphere, I think. Are you looking forward to this one, Luke? What are you thinking with regards to...
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Should we be cautious or...
Well, there's Sean Dyche team, and if there's somebody who knows how to grind out results at Ellen Road, it's Sean Dyche. So it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough, but I think if we're on it, we should be beating them. Look, there's no doubt about it. On paper, man for man, they've probably got a far more superior team. You know, with Morgan Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson. They've got some really, really good players. You know, 2 England internationals. They've got a good squad. They have got a good squad. I think they've got quite a few players out. Obviously, Chris Wood's not playing. Nico Williams got suspended the last game as
he
well.
got sent off, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Yeah, it's Sells the goalkeeper's injured, which is why they brought Ortega in as well. So it's a good time to play them, and I think this could be the turning point. I think of the season that really, if we beat them, I think it's a real jump start to the rest of the season, and probably a good sign that we might stay in this division for the rest of the season. I think anything but a loss is a good result, because I think they are a good side, and it's a Sean Dyche team. But I would hope, I'm praying that we do win. So yeah.
I mean, it only gives us. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, go on, Joe.
It only gives us a 3-point gap over them if we do win, but it's obviously it's better than where we are now. But it's still, for me, it's the gap to West Ham that's more important, Carl.
It's mentality as well. It's more. It's not just the points. It's the mentality. If we go out and beat them, they go into their next fixture. They can't beat the team one place above us. I mean, they play Wolves straight after. They play Wolves straight after at home. Wolves are picking up results here and there as well. So if they don't beat us and they don't beat Wolves, there's every chance that they'll be, there or thereabouts towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Steve Brown is in the comments. Who starts in goal against Forest, lads?
I think he has to put Perry in, on the basis that he dropped Perry for making a mistake. He has to take Darlow out for making a mistake.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
We said this on B and C, Carl, but I think we just have to accept we've got a dodgy keeper this season and play around it as best we can, regardless of who's in there.
Yeah, I think that's fairly spot on, to be fair. Sly is in the comments as well. He thinks Farke will go defensive. I don't think he will at home at all.
No.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
I think we hammer home our authority at home here and really put it to them.
I hope so. That's what I want to see. I'm worried that he's going to do the cautious thing where we're staying in his own half and not chasing forward.
No chance.
I don't want to see that at home.
I can't see that happening at home. I can't even Luke mentioned there that Forest have got a more superior squad than us, but when you're being pressed hard by us at home and the crowd is behind you, it's
Oh yeah.
It's going to be very difficult.
There's not many fixtures we've got. We've not got many fixtures left this season against teams around us at home. We've got to go for this. We've got to.
Yeah, we have.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Ian Ward is there in the comments. Forest to be wasting time from kickoff.
I imagine they will.
I think they will. I think they'll be already playing for a draw. I don't think they're coming for a win at all. And I think that's why we can impose our game on them a little bit. I don't think they're going to come and they'll know that we will be up for this game. And as will they, I'm sure. But they won't be up for it to the extent that they're going to come at us, I think. And I think Ian is right there and Luke agreed. It's they will be wasting time for the minute the game kicks off, which is going to ruin it unless the ref takes control and starts booking people immediately for wasting time,
I think you're right, yeah. I think they will be looking to just drag the game out, make it as awful and crappy and scrappy as they can, and try to just disrupt what we're doing. Try to frustrate our crowd a little bit because we can't get the game flowing, that kind of thing. That's a true Dyche sort of style, innit? And that's what he's going to come and do, I think. It's just, as I say, I worry that he'll go cautious. I hope that he doesn't. I feel like the form's dipped a little since we seem to have come away from two strikers again. It's just a personal sort of feeling on it. But without Mecha available, he's probably not going to go for two strikers, is he? He's not going to put someone else up there instead. I don't think, 'cause it hasn't worked when it's been Okafor.
He kind of plays Brendan Aronson off a little bit, doesn't he?
He played Aronson there the weekend. We started with Aronson up top with DCL at the weekend, I think.
Yeah.
But he kind of plays off him and has that free role just kind of buzzing around him like a fly to shite, and just picking up the loose balls and he's obviously doing his defensive duties very well. But yeah, it's probably going to be that kind of formation, isn't it?
Michael Gott's asking if Facundo starts. Do you think Buonanotte may be that second striker, or do you think we're going to see a couple more sub appearances from him before he gets a start.
Do you know what I think it is? I think the only way for when Otti starts is if he drops Aronson. Now, I would actually like to see them both play together because they're both very, very different types of players, but play the similar position. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd like to see them start together. I'd like to see Aronson do the dirty, gritty work that he does. You know, the spoiling and winning the ball and forcing mistakes in their half, and then Buonanotte just to do the sexy stuff that we've seen him do when he was at Leicester and things. So yeah, I'd like to see them both start. I can't see how and where unless we play 2 behind DCL and go back to a 4-3-3, which I can't see. We're definitely going to be playing 5 at the back. So yeah, don't know how we do that.
Yeah.
Would you make any changes to the team from last time then, Luke?
No, not the start.
Provided everyone's available.
Potentially Tanaka for Gruev.
Not long staff.
Potentially.
Forget that we have him back, like, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I just think I don't know. I don't think Gruev will start because that gives us two defensive pivots in Gruev and in Ampadu.
I think it's got to be time for him to come out.
I think it's Tanaka or Longstaff probably come in for Gruev, and I think that's probably the only change.
He doesn't seem to like Tanaka much, though, does he, Karl, this season?
I don't think it's that he doesn't like him. I think even Tanaka himself has admitted that it's taken him a while to kind of adapt to the English game when he was in the Championship, and he's just gone up a level, you know what I mean? I know he's a professional footballer and he should be able to adapt or whatever, but it is a big jump to say he went from the J League to the second division in Germany, and that's even a jump up from the J League. And then to go to the Championship is definitely a jump up from the Bundesliga too, you know.
Yeah.
And then another jump then to the Premier League. I don't think he's fallen out of favour. I just think it's taken him a little bit longer to settle into the pace and the physicality, I think, of the Premier League and how quick it is. And I still think he fancies him on a game day level. It's just, is his head in it? Because Tanaka, like last season, did come out and say that he struggled, you know, and there was an interview where he said that, like, and you kind of got to look into that and think, is this another little bit of a struggle he's trying to find form in such a competitive league, perhaps?
Do we think there's any chance that Ampadu goes into defence and Justin comes out at all?
Well, if he's injured, then yeah, potentially.
If he's injured, yeah. I mean, if he's not, though, do you think he just gets back in? Or?
No. I think Ampadu stays in midfield. If we've got 3 people who can play centre back, there's no way Ampadu sits in there. If Justin's out, I still think Bornau comes in. Is he still injured?
Yeah, I do. We said he's back, didn't we, before?
Not according to FootMob. He seems to be okay, but
so yeah, even if Justin's injured, I think Bornau comes in. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing the 3 centre backs, the 2 wing backs, who we knew would be, then playing Ampadu next to either Longstaff or Tanaka, and then having Aronson and Buonanotte just behind Calvert-Lewin. So the width coming from the wing backs, and having almost two 10s in behind Calvert-Lewin. One doing spoiler, you know. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
And
I don't think we're gonna, but I wouldn't mind.
But then you drop his statue. I think it's been quite good recently as well. So you have to drop probably statue.
Yeah, his form's been on the up again.
The thing is as well, Luke, what you were saying there is they're both similar number 10s, but their gameplay is completely different. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And I think that could add a very good dimension to the attack if it's looking a bit drab at some point. Maybe play the 2 of them in there, and see what happens. It can't be any worse than, you know, what happened against fucking Arsenal.
And I get that this isn't the time of the season. I get that this isn't the time of season to start having experiments and things like that, but we need to be doing something. We've got to get something out of this game. We cannot lose this game, quite simply.
Matt Leeds is asking, but if you play both Buonanotte and Aronson, do you not play Gruev in a 5-2-2-1?
Maybe, I don't know. Fuck knows.
I don't know. I think.
Oh,
bringing
he
in
meant
Longstaff.
Bornow. He meant
excuse me.
Bornow. What? That doesn't
No,
make
something
sense.
No, it's different.
Oh
different
yeah. It's because I'm reading the bloody. Because they've both got yellow profile pictures. I didn't read
Yeah.
the name. I just
Change
looked
it,
at the
lads.
picture. Causing chaos here, boys.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to see those two attacking players play, but again, we need to wait and see, don't we? We'll. It's swings and roundabouts at the moment, but I think we have enough there.
Just fucking win. Just win.
Yeah, I was just going to say I think we have enough there to take all 3 points on Friday night.
I think so. Richard Hogan
Especially at
says Notty on the bench, BA starts. I think that's probably the case. But I'd like to see a good shift out of Brendan Notty this time. I want to see him get like half an hour at home,
Yeah.
especially if we're playing on the front foot.
Yeah.
I want to see him come on when they're starting to tire a bit and they think, oh, shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, bring him and Nonto on because Okafor's going to start, and we know that.
Okafor's not going to start.
Of course he is. He'll put him in.
Oh, who?
I don't know.
Mystic
I'm just
J.
talking shit at this point. Okafor's done my head in lately, and I'm convinced he's going to play the bastard. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of rambling because I've just run out of shit to say, to be honest with you. So, anybody else got anything they want to get into? Do you want any predictions? Or we're not worrying?
I think we win a nervy game 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Leeds. We will definitely
I was going to go for that. I'm going to go for 3-0 then, just to be different. That's very
Just to be
optimistic.
There you
Not
go.
convinced, but we'll see.
Not bad.
Have we got any comments left to whip through? We've got one from Sly, who earlier put one in saying notable free agent strikers Paco Alcácer. I can't remember how you say his name. Yeah, that's it. Diego Costa and Javier Hernandez. Plenty of options just in case. So yeah, cool. There are agents out there, secret agents. No, we don't want.
Would you have taken Raheem Sterling?
I would have taken Raheem Sterling. Fucking would I? Because he's better than Nonto and Okafor.
True, but he'd want crazy money, wouldn't
he? Yeah, that's the only problem, wouldn't it?
He'd want 200k, won't he?
It's not my money. Spend it.
He'd probably go in Saudi or something if he hadn't gone anywhere else. Does he want to go into West Ham or something?
No, there was talk about him going to someone in London because he didn't want to leave London, but that's bullshit. Apparently, he's kept keeping his options open. So, like you said, probably end up in Saudi or China or USA or something.
Yeah, probably eating some bat's feet. Matt Leeds says, I hate when fans say Farker hates players because they don't start because they haven't been good enough when they get the chance. Yeah, all right, fair enough. It's probably about Tanaka because I said he should start him, but I just like Tanaka. But it's a fair point. People have pointed out that he's not been up to speed at times. I'll concede to the greater communal voice. Lee Fryer, friend of the pod, he says Andy's Man Club at the game on Friday on the concourse in the East Stand, raising awareness. Please say hi if you see us. Lee really likes it if you go up and give him a right big hug. If he doesn't know you, a little ruffle on his head and that kiss on the cheek. But yeah, do go say hi to him if you see him. They do some good work, and
he'll be able to fill you in on all the activities where and when Andy's Man Club is on and stuff like that as well. So yeah, go over and have a chat with him and see what the crack is. That's
it, and that leads us nicely into the AMC bit from you, Carl. I believe you're going to read it for us.
I was setting up bleeding.
It was me who said it.
Oh, it was you. Okay, there you go. Sorry, mate. My memory, terrible. Yeah, go for it, Luke. Take it away.
So if you're going through a storm or have recently been through one and you're a man over the age of 18, perhaps Andy's Man Club Leeds may be able to help you. They have venues in Horsforth, Kirkstall, Pudsey, Central Leeds, Hunslet, Seacroft and Morley. They're open 7 till 9 every Monday, barring bank holidays. They also run weekly and monthly social events with the aim to get men talking and to smash the stigma around men's mental health. Details of their venues and everything they are doing is at Andy's Man Club Leeds on Facebook. So give them a follow and help spread the word.
Good stuff. Nice one.
And we always do spread the message. It's good to talk. Don't keep it in. If you do go down to one of these things, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Just another bunch of guys that are in the same sort of boat. And sometimes it's just nice to not be sat on your own in it when you feel a bit crap. So yeah, let it out, lads. Don't keep it in. Okay,
There we
has anybody else got anything else that they want to tell us before we finish up here?
Result of the poll.
Oh, yes. Oh, I mean,
Do we really need to do
it has to be a foregone conclusion.
I
surely.
just want to see what it is.
So the poll has ended, and there we go. In last place, joint last, the championship level LUFC, and the ref was all Leeds with 11%. In second place, Park Outers are back after a loss with 25% of the votes, and with 53% of the votes,
Yes.
Richie versus Kieran Maguire. Honestly,
I'm surprised it was only
Honestly.
53%, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, you know,
But,
different
you know,
opinions.
hey,
well,
each
you
their
are
own.
about 50. You are about 53% of a human, so I'm not that surprised.
Well, it has been said. It has been
Yeah.
said.
Well,
I think we're back after the Forest game, and it's going to be Gilly hosting Smarty on B&C, according to this. Let's hope Smarty's not on one of his little jollies. It's probably a bit early in the year for
Oh,
him
it
yet
is.
before the swinging
Too
club
early.
starts.
too early.
Sort of
Keys in
April
the bowl.
onwards, we'll not see him, will we? We'll not see him.
No, I'm sure he loves the old keys in the bowl, that lad.
Right, toss bag into it. Fucking
Yeah.
Rota. Anything you want to add, Luke, before we say good night?
No. I've just enjoy yourselves. Be happy, and hopefully he will get 3 points on Friday.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Fingers
If you go
crossed.
into the game and you see any of us, say hello. Look after yourselves, and otherwise, have a good one.
Oh, hold on.
Adios.
I saw.
Oh,
I met a dude last week called Sid in.
we don't
the
need to
Vic
know
pub,
about that, Carl.
so
What you
just-
do in your own time is your own business.
Just in case. Going on here.
You've frozen there. Ah, you're back. Are you back? Have I frozen? I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's all to know
Yeah.
better.
Just
We
go.
all to know
Just give me
much
fucking ball.
better than
Yeah,
letting
big-
Carl
big
go
goals.
on with Jay.
We must Carl again.
Luke's calling out bad weathers, and Smarty is no better, and Gilly gets fan mail again. But every time we go live,
Shut up, shit take has been
can't speak or
Red hot.
even tell the time.
fire.
It's more a toys out the pram.
It's all the
If I see his mother
we
in the
ought to know
stands,
much better.
I'm
This
gonna crack
ends
an egg
show for tonight. And if you like these
Here we
weapons
go.
and you don't think that
One last
balance,
run,
please go check out our website. Good
He's a
night.
little tosser, and I hate him. He's shit. He's average, and he's a shit house.